Yeah, I got a phone call about the middle of December, and some people telling me that this, and I was not even aware the Passion Play was going down, and we began to make phone calls. We got the gospel station involved, and as you well know, I'm sure raised enough money to stall off the foreclosure, and things are going real well this year, and I'm so thankful because I'm sure a lot of you are aware of a lot of the issues and problems going on around here, around this community and this area. But that's the time when you draw closer to God and try to present more, not run away, and not stop things that are such a beautiful portrayal of the passion of Jesus Christ. And we're so blessed for what God has done for us. And as that song said, I love to hear her sing that because we have so many blessings. And one of our greatest blessings, folk, I hope we realize, even with all the issues we have going on, this great land in which we live, aren't we fortunate to have been born here? If you were, and if not, you're living here now, evidently. And so good to be here, and I'm glad that God gave me the opportunity to live in this great country. I remember one of my all-time favorite entertainers was Mr. Red Skelton. How many of y'all remember him? You remember that guy? I remember just a little kid. We had a black and white television. We had black and white TV all my life, pretty much. Y'all remember The Wonderful World of Disney? When that would come on, the little pair would go out and sprinkle. My mother would always say, "Oh, I bet that's pretty in color." But every week we'd gather together and then we'd watch Red Skelton. He was so funny. He didn't bring filth and vulgarity into his act, and he was just funny. And that's, I think a lot of these entertainers today, they have to bring all that stuff in because they're just not nearly as funny as Mr. Skelton was. But every now and again, he'd share something more on the serious side too. And I remember our family watching one night, and he told about an experience he had as a boy in grade school. Now he was born in about 1917, I believe. So this would have been in the 1920s. You might kind of keep that as a point of reference. But said he was in school one morning. He had a teacher by the name of Mr. Laswell. And he said one morning Mr. Laswell came in and they always opened their class with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. But this morning before they started, he said, "Boys and girls, I've been listening to you recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester long, and it seems as though it's become a little monotonous to you." He said, "If I may, let me recite the pledge and share with you the meaning of each word." He said, "I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, devote all my earthly goods without self-pity, allegiance, my love and my devotion, to the flag, Old Glory, and wherever she waves, she's a reminder that she stands for freedom. Of the united, meaning we have all come together, the United States. Boys and girls, the states are 48 individual communities divided by imaginary boundaries, but coming together for one common purpose, and that purpose is the promotion of freedom. And to the republic. A republic is a form of government in which power is invested to the leaders by the people. And it's always from the people to the leaders and never from the leaders to the people. For which it stands, one nation. One nation meaning so blessed by God. Indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty. And that, boys and girls, again, is freedom. And justice. Justice is the right to live our lives without fear of some undue force coming upon us and giving us unfair treatment. For all. He said that, boys and girls, means it's as much your country as it is mine. And then he led his class in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I remember him closing his show that night. He said, "Boys and girls, since that day in my classroom, there have been 2 states added to this great country, Now, there have been two words added to our pledge. Under God. He said, wouldn't it be a pity if some court decided that was a prayer and removed that from our pledge as well? I think Mr. Skelton may have been a little bit ahead of his time. But tonight we say, God bless America. God bless this great land in which we live and those who have so faithfully served her.